So this is the next part of our comprehension, and this is where we have to do the writing portion. We have to write on the lines. It says, how do the narrator's thoughts about the hungry man change? Use details from the passage to support your answer. So kids, whenever you're asked to use details from a passage, that means you have to kind of go back and think about the story, or go back and listen to the story, or reread the story. They want to know what parts from the story, passage means story, support what you're saying about the question up here. And the question was, how do the narrator's thoughts about the hungry man change? So at first, the narrator is concerned about the man because his people and newcomers don't get along. But he can tell that the man is just trying to catch a fish for himself. He decides that he should give the man his fish because the man can't catch a fish and he looks very hungry. So this is kind of like, first this happened and now it's like this. Number 5 says, what do you think the narrator will do next and why? So you don't just make a guess of what you think he'll do next and then write it down. Try to come up with a complete sentence and then support your answer from what he did from the past. Like, what do you know about that character? Why do you think he would be that way? Support it from what you've read. I think the narrator may show the man how to fish with an arrow so the man can catch fish by himself. The narrator sees that the man doesn't know how to catch a fish and needs to learn how to get his own food. And then here's a silver fish, like the one from the story. And one last thing I'd like to say is this story is actually historic fiction. So when you talk about historic fiction, that is it's not a true story, but it's based on things that could have been true from history. So it's kind of set long ago, back in the olden times.